First up, Black business owner Beatrice Dixon was trending yesterday after she appeared in a Target ad promoting her popular feminine products, Honey Pot. Take a look at this ad.
The reason why it's so important for Honey Pot to do well is so the next Black girl that comes up with a great idea, she could have a better opportunity. That means a lot to me.
Oh, I hear that. Well, yeah. Yes. Believe it or not, some people online were actually mad that Beatrice specified that she wanted to help Black girls instead of saying she wanted to help all girls. They were writing negative reviews about her product, making calls to boycott the company, and even calling Beatrice a racist.
And y'all wonder why I talk about race all the time.
So we wanted to hear from Beatrice herself, this CEO, so we got her on the line from New York. Beatrice!
What's up, Beatrice?
Hi. Congratulations on Honey Pot. Congratulations on the launch. This is major.
Yeah, incredible. Really incredible.
Thank you.
Beatrice, my makeup artist, swears by your line and put me on the game. What was your first reaction when you heard about all of these negative comments?
Well, in a lot of ways, I thought it was amazing. Because yes, your first thought goes to, wanting to be on the defensive. But for us, or I'm going to say for me, my first thought was like, wow, this is really amazing because this really sheds light on what the issue is really all about.
Exactly.
What do you think the issue is about, Beatrice?
I think that it's unconscious. I think that people can't necessarily, sometimes it's hard for people to see past their circumstances. And, so I'm not really, I don't want to say I don't have a victim. I'm not coming from the victim route.
Right.
I'm more so coming from, I'm coming at it with positivity. Yeah. I'm coming at it to say, that I give those people grace. I don't know what their situation is. I don't know what they've been through. But the facts still stand. And if I had to change it, I wouldn't, And so it's really hard to say, where those people are coming from. Yeah. I can only speak for where I'm coming from. And where I'm coming from is that, there is a huge disparity when you're talking about, venture capital, when you're talking about Black women raising capital and things of that nature. Yes. There's a huge disparity with that. So, we really can't, we can't look past that. And so that's really my focus, to make sure that we bring the light and shed attention to the facts of what's really going on.
We're so grateful to you for that.
It was a very uplifting commercial, but people wrote bad reviews on the site, Trustpilot. They wrote bad reviews on social media. How has those negative comments affected your sales?
I can't really speak specific to sales, but what I can tell you is that, sometimes things that are meant to be negative can be absolutely positive.
Look at God.
And this is one of those.
Absolutely.
This is one of those circumstances.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because can I tell you, when I went to Target to go look for some Honey Pot, I went to 5 Targets. They was all sold out.
You can get it online. So I agree with that, and I ended up going online. When I saw the commercial initially, I loved the commercial.
It was amazing.
But I'm not gonna lie, this made me go to Target.com and actually go purchase some.
Yeah.
So you are so right. You are so right. Look at how God turns things around.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's an unconscious thing that happens. I'm really grateful to those people that said everything that they said, because look at where we are right now.
Yes.
So, all things happen as they should.
Absolutely.
In your commercial, you talk about wanting to set an example for other Black girls. Were there any entrepreneurs that you looked up to?
Yes. My brother was one. He was the person who helped me, Simon Gray. He's like my co-founder. Richard Lou Dennis, Mary Dennis, Richardlina Dennis. That family was, they've been really great mentors to us, really great partners to us. So yeah, those are some of the people that I've looked up to.
Yeah.
With that being said, why do you think the context of your commercial is so important?
Because this is the society we live in. Yeah. It's unfortunate that we can't focus on us just being human and us just being one society. Unfortunately, in the society we live in, color matters. And, you know, since color matters, we need to be inclusive about these issues. You know, those people thought me saying something about Black girls was being exclusive, and really all that I'm asking for is for us to have inclusivity across the board.
Equal opportunity.
So, you know, so look, all of this is so dope. All of this is amazing. Thank you to all of those people who said negative comments. A million thank yous for all the people that have supported us and given us all their generosity and their dollars. You know, we're nothing without you. So thank you.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much.
Now, Beatrice, you rock, because I know you stepped out of a meeting to sit here in this stairwell and take this call with us, and your girl's helping you record it, so shout out to your girl. I just want to ask,
This is startup life.
CEO life, man. So is there anything else that you want to express to us?
You know, just I want to tell people to be kind to themselves, to love themselves, to take care of themselves, and to be kind and love and, you know, respect and take care of other humans, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
Can I ask her one more?
Yeah.
Just explain how you started Honey Pot and all the work that you put in, because I don't think people really realize how hard it is to start a capital on this real quick.
So the reason that I got started with Honey Pot is I suffered with bacterial vaginosis for almost a year.
Wow.
Literally one night I went to sleep. I had a dream with an ancestor. She gave me a list of ingredients, basically told me in the dream that this was going to solve my problem. I woke up. I remembered I made it. It worked. And, you know, that's what ancestral worship does to you.
Crazy.
Wow.
And so, I'm one of the top 50 women to raise over $1 million in venture capital. It has been, thank you, it has been an uphill battle, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, and Richie Lou Dennis is one of the best.
Yeah.
Richie Lou Dennis is one of the most amazing, beautiful, generous humans that I know. He's fantastic.
Oh, Beatrice, thank you so much for joining us.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
We wish you and the team over at Honey Pot the best.
Thank you. You guys take care. Thank you
Take
for the
care.
opportunity.
Support Honey Pot, everybody.
Success, continued success.
Yes. She's awesome.
Moving from one fabulous Black woman to another one, Lizzo gave an interview with Us. Is it Us Weekly? Yeah, Us.
Yes.
The magazine Us, right? And in it, she says that she is now open to the idea of having children. At first, she said she wasn't because she was busy with her music career and she thought that her albums were her babies. But now that she's, you know, become popular and famous and, you know, she's getting her life together, now she says she's open to family, to having more friends. So I just wanted to throw this out to you ladies. What do you think Lizzo is saying?
Lizzo is saying that you can change your mind tomorrow. You can change your mind 3 minutes from now. You can change your mind 3 hours from now. It's her decision and her right and her journey, and she has a right to evolve.
Yeah, and more than anything, it makes me think that she's in a really peaceful place in her life.
Yeah.
You can only, you know, to actually reach that moment. And she's 31, y'all. She's really young and successful.
So young.
So for her to actually be at that place where she's in harmony with where her life is, to now think to provide for another one, I think she's really happy, and I'm happy for her.
I agree.
Yeah.
And sometimes your circumstances in your life, you know, can
they
change.
change.
Sometimes people choose to have children earlier in their lives and then pursue their dreams later. Some people choose to pursue their dreams first, feel a little bit more financially stable, experience life a little bit, learn a little bit more about yourself, and have kids. So I agree with you, eh?
There's no blueprint to the journey.
Right.
It's up to you.
I think for me, I was in a place where Lizzo was because about 5 years ago, I said, you know, I was in bad relationships. It's like bad. And so it was about 10. I'm dating myself. Okay. And I said, you know what? Instead of this negative energy that I'm putting in with these dudes, because I just wasn't finding anybody, I said, I'm going to put the energy of into my career. And it really did help because it was a lot more focused. Yeah. But I was like, I still don't want kids.
I was just about to ask, are you saying there's a chance?
No, these eggs are scrambled, girl, okay?
You have mentioned... You mentioned being open to adoption, which is that's a huge. That's a
well, see, that's the thing is baby steps because you know now it's like I got the career going, and I'm happy that I did you know, when your life ain't going a certain way, sometimes you got to go back and say, okay, what am I focusing on?
Yes.
You know, and what is it that I really want? So I wrote down what I really wanted, and I said, you know what? I really want to be an entertainer, and so maybe I need to take this energy. And sometimes I believe God, for me, tells me something. When something ain't working right, he's like, well, maybe you need to reevaluate, and that's what I did. And it just started falling into place.
Yo, that is powerful.
Yeah, so, you know.
You are silent Sam over there.
You over here quiet.
Y'all covered it.
You know.
When I talk, they like, she talk too much.
No, don't listen to them.
No, I mean, sometimes y'all cover it, and I'm like, yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, is it okay if can I ask you, Amanda?
What are you asking?
Do you remember when we were having dinner one time, and then out of the blue, I was like, do you want kids?
Yo, literally.
It was at the end of
literally at the end of Lazy P Awards dinner, and out the blue, Tamara was like, you want kids? That's like, that's her. How we went from small talk to medium talk in one spoonful of salad. Okay. Spoonful of salad. Do I want kids?
Yeah.
It's not like a desire or a non-desire. It's like, if it happens, it happens. Like, I tell you what, I'm tired of using condoms, so.
Oh, okay, so you never know.
But I do want to ask you, because you are a female comic.
Tell you that.
Okay. So you're saying there's a chance.
Yes.
I don't know if mine is scrambled or over easy, but you know.
But don't you think, as being a female entertainer, especially with us being comics, do you find that it's because I always say, if you look at the popular comics that are female, and you look at the past top 10, most of them are either lesbian or they're single.
Well, I think that for what it's worth, when it comes to like comedy, I think it's a similar paradigm with like hip hop. Like, men were kind of running the show for a long time, and so in order for you as a woman to pop, you had to kind of like mimic this masculine energy. And I think it's really dope to see us breaking out of that. You got Ali Wong did a whole specials, you know, like it's no longer. And don't get me wrong, people like Samore, you know, they were giving you fashion, etc. But she still had to be like hypersexualized, you know. And I think at this point, we're just seeing so many different versions of women, and we've had men on stage talking about their kids forever. So why can't women as well? But
and there's a lot of comedy to come from that.
Motherhood is funny.
But I think that when it comes down to it, what's really great is just seeing that there's so many people who support just women making their own choices. So that's not just about comedy. That's in general. Our world is opening its mind up. And it's hard up to the fact that women have independence.
I feel like it's easier to be a working mom now when you compare it in the past. You know, usually the moms are like stay-at-home moms. And it's hard. It's hard being a working mom, but I love being that example for my kids. I love that they're seeing their mom pursue and achieve her dreams.
And I feel like I see a lot more moms being like, well, you just gonna be on the road with me. You know, like, we about to have this baby. We're gonna do this.
And moms that make the children adjust to the life of the mom. As long as they're safe, they're going to be okay. No matter
Araya
what.
stayed here, remember? Araya was here for 7 months. I nursed her.
And you know what? You have to give a shout out to people like Diana Ross. Diana Ross got about 18 kids. And they all are fine, you know, and everything.
They're talented,
and so, they're talented.
Wait, she does? So, I didn't know this.
Yeah, she got about 5. She got 5.
She has 5.
She went from 18 to 5.
I was like, damn.
Same difference.
Yeah, say 18, 5. It don't matter, you know?
Yes, she has 3 girls and 2 boys.